Hello everyone and welcome back to Game Dev Tycoon. I am of course William Strife, and last time around we had quite the experience. I developed the most successful game in the Strife game history. It was the Suit and Tie Simulator. And you know what? I'm really interested in seeing if I can be, create another Smash success for the PC specifically. I'm not entirely certain how about, what topics I'm going to use for that, but I also have to remember that I had a complete and total crash and burn on the Gameling with Mobile Wordmaster, or Wordmaster Mobile, or whatever. Let's develop a new game and check what topics we have available. A Wild West adventure. A cyberpunk, I don't think Wild West would work very well with RPG, so you know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to do another cyberpunk, because I feel like this is something that I can really get right, but in order to do properly, I have to, snap the sliders correctly. And I have developed 2 games since the failure of Neon Grey, our previous game. So I'm going to come into research really quickly here, and I'm going to research better dialogues for 10 research points, and just basically spend a little bit of time trying to flesh out the RPG game, because as we all know, stories are kind of important to RPGs. There's a Skyrim, it's got a story in place. It's got so many stories in place. But anyway, industry news. Hardware manufacturers around the world were surprised today as Govidor, the creator of the popular G64, has filed for bankruptcy. Govidor failed to introduce a higher-priced alternative that was forced to shut down production of the G64. The platform will retire from the market early next year. Oh, that's a sad thing to see. Research complete. I've finished better dialogues. Let's develop a new game. We're going to target this at a mature audience. It's going to be a cyberpunk RPG. Come on, RPG on the PC, and we're going to develop for the Strife engine. And the name of this is going to be Neotopia, like dystopia or utopia, but it's going to be Neotopia. So not exactly the most creative title of them all, but I think that's going to do just fine. So let's do that. Let's do V2 graphics, because that's super important since it's on the PC. Let's start the development. And if I'm not mistaken, I can remember all of the way that the sliders are supposed to work. Engine is super unimportant in an RPG. Gameplay is up at the top. Story and quests are mid. So let's do linear story. Let's also do game tutorials and game saves. Now, this is what I'm not entirely certain of. The gameplay might not be as important as the story and quests, but I do recall this working properly. I did actually go back over the previous video where I made Blood Runner, which was really successful, and it worked out really well. So I've either got these 2 things swapped, or they're supposed to be exactly like that. So let's develop forward as such. I really need to do market research. I need to save up some of these research points. The G64 is no longer supported. Worldmaster Mobile, game off the market. Wordmaster Mobile is now off the market. It sold 21,000 units, generating 148,000 in sales, a far cry from the 2.5 million that Suit and Tie Simulator generated. So, okay. So, dialogues for this need to be mid, level design is up, and AI is super low because RPG is not so important. Let's go forward from there. Alright, and now we are on to development stage 3. World design is important. Graphics are mid. We're not even gonna... We're gonna... well, I don't know. Let's do mono sound. And for some reason, I feel like there were options on the side of the screen that I could have chosen before, because... oh, no, those things must... what I researched must be something valuable for a new game engine. Oh, wow. Well, that's a mistake. I researched all that stuff wanting to put it in this game, but the game engine itself has to have those things in it to make use of... well... egg all over my face. Okay, let's keep graphics mid there. Keep it... okay, and we'll go forward with world design as our top important feature. And we're generating a decent number of bugs. Just let those bugs iron out, and we'll put a glossy finish on the game. We got 24 research points. I want to save the research points I have to research marketing. Yeah, marketing is what I want to research. So 2D graphics, we definitely got a lot of experience on that. Let's release the game as it is. And right off the bat, is there anything at all that I can do? Simple cutscenes, better user experience, marketing. I'm getting 40 research points for that, so I'm going to have to wait until... I'm going to have to go through another development cycle to create something else. The first reviews for our newly released game, Neotopia, came in. We are looking at a 10. They achieved a great balance between technology and design. I know my RPGs, guys. Best of its kind, 10. Informed gamer. What is next? Can't wait for the sequel, Game Hero. They are always being, Their focus on gameplay served this game very well. Okay, so that means that I got all the sliders into the right positions. I know what I'm doing. Achievement, cult status, a new standard for early game industry. Wow. Ooh, that was an achievement. I'm doing pretty well. Let's, right off the bat, generate a game report for Neotopia, which is the spiritual successor to Cyber Gray, or Neon Gray. Unit sales are pretty good. New office, congratulations, you made quite a bit of capital. You know what? I've been putting this off long enough, and I've got more than enough capital in the bank. Let's move into the new office. I think it's about time for us to do this. New office, welcome to your new office. Now that you have a bigger office, you can also hire staff and forge a world-class development team to make even better games. Tutorial. You now may also train yourself and your staff to improve skills. Let's try this by completing a management course which is required before you can hire your first employee. To get started, close this message, then click on your character to bring up the training menu. Okay, let him finish his little research. Our post-release analysis of Neotopia is completed. Gameplay seems to be quite important for this type of game, so there's not really a whole lot for me to gain because I know what I'm doing with this. Neotopia. News. Neotopia, the newest game by Strife Games, has caused a storm of good reviews and excited customers. Industry professionals say that Neotopia is one of the rare games that will set a new quality standard for future games. It seems that Strife Games really has made gaming history with Neotopia. Well done. Ooh, I've got goosebumps over that. So let's train staff management. So let's start the training right there. Hopefully I'll be able to generate some research points by going through some of the training. I'm down. I don't have 5 mil in the bank anymore. Sales aren't doing too bad. We're making quite a bit off of the games. Training complete. Well done. You've successfully completed your management course, and you are now able to hire your very first employee. To get started, close this message and then click the Fill Position button with which is visible near the big desk. Okay, let's... Tutorial. Before you can hire someone, you have to advertise the open position, set an advertising budget, and decide how you want to test your applicants. Okay, a high budget will increase the number of applicants, and the different tests will help you find people with the right balance of design and technology skills. Okay, so let's just do the absolute minimum because I don't know what I'm doing with this. And this is the honest truth. I've watched other people play this game. That's why I've known what I've been doing. But once I've gotten up to like this stage here, I've known a whole lot less about what I'm up to. Complex algorithms, game demo, show reel. Let's do complex algorithms. I want a coder. I want a coder. So start looking there. Let's see. Research. Let's not research anything. I need to train you. Tutorial, if you want to create hit games and have a world-class team when training is important, for best results, train your staff regularly, but don't overwhelm them with too many sessions at once. There are different training options available. Some options are better to increase certain skills than others. Experimenting is the best way to figure out which training options fit your plans. It is useful to have a mix of specialists and all-rounders in your team, but aim to have at least one design specialist and one technology specialist. Okay, let's just do game dev gems and train myself to take this out. It seems that Strife Games has recently moved into an office in a well-known technology park and is now searching for employees. The company, which is known for games such as Suit and Tie Simulator and Neotopia, has reportedly operated out of a garage until now. One of the many fans of Suit and Tie Simulator commented, "I can't believe they didn't even have a proper office until now and that those games were created by only one person. I am really looking forward to their future games." well, you know, sometimes the best stuff is only made by one guy. Tutorial. The search for the open position is complete. You can now review the list of applicants and hire someone for this position. Don't forget that you can always train your employees to improve their skills. So I've only got 2 to choose from, and he's the cheaper and he's heavy on technology, which is exactly what I was looking for. So we're going to hire Levy Hudson. Congratulations on your first hire. New employees have to settle in before they become fully effective. When a character is not fully effective, you can see an efficiency bar next to them. This bar will fill up slowly over time. God knows that EA never saw one of those. They've had slave labor lawsuits brought against them. I say slave labor, but you know, that's using the term loosely. They were overworking pretty much all of their programmers. It is usually a good idea to give your staff a welcome training to get them up to speed quickly. This will maximize their efficiency way faster than normally. To do this, close this message, click the... Okay. New research available, medium games. Okay, so from what I'm to understand, train, staff welcome, let's just train him. There. He's still working on that, There's really nothing for me to do here. Game off the market. Neotopia is now off the market. It's sold 413,000 units, generating 2.8 million in sales, almost 2.9 million. We nearly broke the 3 million mark. We're doing pretty well. Okay, game off the market. Now, what I think I want to do is continue this rotating process of creating, you know, like a smash success, because I understand how to make RPGs and Sims, and, you know, experimenting, trying new and different games, and seeing if I can successfully create different games. Okay, boss, I've discovered that some really dedicated fans of Clockwork Clues have created a fan game using a lot of the material from our game. They don't make any money with it and just seem to do it for fellow fans. Our legal advisors strongly suggest that we shouldn't allow this to go on. What do you want to do? Okay, so this leads in to my own personal beliefs about how you manage fans in game design, and I am of the same opinion that Bethesda Softworks is, Bethesda Game Studios. They don't fight their fans. They, in fact, encourage their fans to work with the game, and they don't implement any unruly DRM and whatnot. Striking your fans down like this isn't what you need to do, okay? You let them be. Okay, you don't bother them. Legal team be damned. They're not doing things right. Let's train this guy. Make me think. Game design for pirates. Don't repeat yourself. Let's have him run. Don't repeat yourself, because he's a code expert. What he needs to do is get some experience in on. Hi, I'm Desneen Raid, the main developer of Clockwork Clues fan game. I've recently been informed that your legal department has advised you to stop us, and I just wanted to say that I'm very grateful that you didn't. Strife Games is the best company in the world, and I'm glad to be a part of the fan community. We have gained 438 fans from that. Well, hey, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to need more research points. So let's develop a new game. I really don't know what we should do from this. Let's do something that we've never done before. Let's do a Wild West action game for... let's do it for the TES, okay? An action game on the TES, because I think that that's a good match. Let's target this at young, okay? Because young tend to be it's the TES, it's early in the market. There really isn't a market for mature audiences on a whole gaming console. So let's develop it for the Strife engine. We're gonna call this Wild Shot. Not the most original, I think, but okay, so it's a Wild West action game on a console. I need to keep this in mind whenever I'm messing around with the sliders. So let's go to the next. Let's do 2D graphics V2. Start the development. Okay, so story and quests in an action game really aren't too important. I think the gameplay is up there and engine is mid. Let's leave out linear stories and save games and tutorials. Let's leave out tutorials and let's leave that in. I'm just going to leave these two things in because I really don't know what's going to affect everything. I don't think save games are really going to come in handy in an action game either, because, you know, you have to remember this is back in the day. Actually, let's leave save games out. Let's just leave game tutorials in, and let's go forward from there. I hope that I'm getting this right. This is going to be the last game that I developed this time around, so let's see how things function. Development stage 2, dialogue's down because story, not so important. Level design and artificial intelligence are going to be mid on this. Let's go forward from there. It's going to be an epic action shooter, like a side-scrolling, a little bit like Contra, I suppose, if I was to compare it to anything. Let's see, world design... Let's leave world design mid, graphics up high, and sound down low. I think that this is the development stage 3 is always the one that confuses me the most because I don't know what to do with it. Let's just finish development like this, and Levy Hudson is now going to help us a little bit with programming this game. Okay, finished. Industry news. Vena has announced that they will release a new gaming console in 2 months. The Vena Oasis comes with 16-bit graphics and sound, which promises a new kind of gaming experience. Vena said at the announcement, the Oasis is a new start. It will be the genesis of a new generation of gaming consoles, and we believe it will do very well in the market. Some of the games already announced for the console suggest that it will appeal to more mature audiences. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's let these two sort the bugs out. Looks like they're all finished. Let's finish the game. Hopefully I haven't made an enormous blunder, like, you know, having it bomb 100% would be terrible. You know, getting a modest game, you know, getting 4s, I think is acceptable for any game that I create because I'm gonna get some money back. I probably won't break even on it though. I can take a loss, but, you know, if you get like 1s and 2s, that's terrible. So let's just release the game. New research available, 2D graphics v3, 3D graphics v1. Let's wait for the game reviews to come in. Game review, the first reviews for our newly released game, Wild Shot, came in. No, this is a pretty shit game. 4, okay. I keep seeing 10s up there, what the hell? 7, beautiful. Well, this is absolutely confusing. 4, meh. 4, they should focus more on technology. Okay, so I've got stuff to learn here. Let's generate a game report. You, my friend, will generate a game report for Wild Shot. Let's see what I did wrong, and once this game report is done, I'm going to go ahead and call it there for the episode, because I've been going on longer than I meant to. Oh, yes, I got enough research points. Before I do that, research! Marketing! Start that research. Okay, game report. Our post-release analysis of Wild Shot is complete, and we got the following results. Wild West and action is a good combination. Level design seems to be quite important for this type of game. Okay, so I think I pumped up level design. It's everything in stage 3 that I think I completely, you know, dropped the ball on. So today, the new game platform Vena Oasis by Vena has been released. Okay, everyone, so this has been another episode of Game Dev Tycoon. Hopefully you guys are still interested and you'll want me to continue, because I am very curious to see where I can lead all of this. Of course, then again, if you guys aren't interested, then I'll stop playing and I'll move on to something else. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later in another video, another time. Bye!